So I had a comment for a video suggestion where someone said, could you make a video talking about getting started, like people who have a fear of starting training, or how you go about like approaching a gym and getting started in training and stuff like that. So I was like, I never thought about doing a video like that. I just wasn't sure if anyone was looking for that. But yeah, I think that's a great opportunity for me to make a video to help anyone that's seeking that kind of information or walkthrough, if you will. So your first step is to take the step, take the leap, do your research. When you find the gym that you want to try, hopefully it's within the area that you live or within a proximity as far as like travel time between your job and your home. Now, make the phone call or send the email. If it's a good website, it has a contact page. So you can send some questions, or you can just sign up for the free class right there. If not, then you can use your phone. Of course, make a phone call, guys. I don't know what it is, but people are, they tend to not want to make phone calls. Sometimes to get the best information, to set your mind at ease, a quick phone call and speaking to the right people in charge there can really help you continue to take those steps towards trying out your first class. So make a phone call. Sometimes nowadays, you could text message. So email, text, contact page. There's a myriad of means of communication with that school before you even walk through those doors. But that is your first step. So take that step. Make sure if you're asking questions, these are the questions you truly want answered before you go there. From there, book that free session, get all the information you need about what you might need to show up for that session, and then make sure you show up. So when you show up, there usually is a front desk person or a front desk, but not every school has that. If they have a front desk, it should be easy to spot. Stand there and wait for assistance, or step up to whoever's standing and working the front desk. Make sure you give your information. And again, this is a good time to ask any questions you might have before they bring the instructors over to meet you and all that stuff. If there isn't a front desk, which again, there's a lot of martial arts schools like that where it's just mat space, feel free to like step out and ask someone who's training. It's usually people there. Just ask questions. Don't be shy. I know it can be intimidating, but in our school, that happens a lot where we may not be up here. So if I'm on the mat, I try to identify when someone comes to the door. My wife is usually working the front desk, but if we're both not available at that moment or they don't see us, usually they'll grab a member or they'll ask someone who's standing in this area training or getting ready, and that person will always come get us if we're in the back office or somewhere else. So don't be afraid to ask for help from anyone else who might be in the gym. So let's talk about gear real quick, and I should have mentioned this when I was talking about you signing up for the free class. Guys, come in exercise clothes. I cannot tell you how many times people come in to try a free class and they literally come in like jeans and they say they have nothing to change into. Or the big thing now is everyone comes in sweatpants and they don't have like shorts. Look, a t-shirt and some shorts. It's very basic, it's very simple. Or anything that you would exercise in. You don't need to have the Muay Thai shorts, the kickboxing shorts, or the gear, the swag the first day. But you do need to be in exercise clothes. And of course, maybe a workout towel and some water. I mean, I have people literally walk in. Sometimes they're in like their dress up clothes, like sweaters and a chain. And they're like, I'm going to try a class today. Like, guys, just be realistic and be prepared to work out, right? To train. Now that goes for Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing, or jiu-jitsu. If you don't have the rash guard or anything like that, and you don't have a gi, if you're trying jiu-jitsu somewhere, they usually have a loaner gi for you. Now, on the subject of loaner equipment, if you have gloves, bring them with you, right? Some people come in, they have gloves or they've borrowed them from someone, right? But if you don't have gear, if you want to ask in advance if they have loaner gear, that's a good question to ask in advance. But wherever you're training, they usually have that. They should have loaner gear for you for your trial day, okay? The expectation of someone having all the necessary training gear when they're doing a trial and they're just starting out and just trying out one of these classes is unrealistic. So a good gym owner, a good school owner will have loaner gear for you. So we have bins of loaner gloves, loaner shin guards, even loaner headgear and stuff, but that is just for the free trial. Let me stress this to you. A lot of people, once they sign up and start training, they continue to use the loaner gear. This stuff starts, everyone uses it, okay? Now we clean it, we maintain it, but you need to get your own gear when you start training, because this is supposed to be for the people like you when you came in who did not have the gear. This is for people who are doing a free trial. So if you want to make sure, again, I'm going to stress this, that they do have loaner gear for you to try, that's just something to ask for in advance, ask about in advance. So prior to the class, if someone was helping you in our school, my wife will introduce you to the instructor, which is me or whoever's teaching that class. And then that way you have a relationship up front, someone that will guide you onto the mat when the class starts. If that instructor is unavailable, the students usually help, or you can ask, where do you line up? Okay? Know this, don't step onto the mat with your socks on. For some reason, everybody comes in and they keep their socks on. It's just a bit awkward. Look, be ready to take your socks off. With that said, you need slides or slippers because we do not want you running from the mat to the bathrooms barefoot and then coming back onto the mat and tracking that onto the mat, especially in a school that has striking and grappling. So let's be respectful of that. So if you can bring some slides with you, great. If not, be prepared to step off the mat and jump into your shoes to run around the rest of the school. Okay, I just want you to be aware of that. Now, this is the most intimidating part, okay, is the class itself. So I need you to understand that you're gonna have to verbalize, all right? You need to open up a bit. Some people are just really shy, and as I'm interacting with them, I get that you're nervous, okay? So just be sure that you're patient with yourself, okay? So 3 things I want you to be when you're trying a class. And then honestly, after that, just be this all the time, okay? You're gonna be respectful, you're gonna be humble, and you're gonna be patient, okay? Be respectful of all the students on the mat and be very respectful of the instructors, okay? Be humble in the sense that you're probably too humble sometimes, so you're so nervous that you're not interacting in a way that's productive, okay? You're probably cutting yourself off or being really shy. You're not making eye contact. You're scared to like say anything. So when I talk to people, they won't look me in the face and they won't respond to me. Just respond. Now, when I say respond, use like, I wouldn't say professional dialogue, but just be a little more articulate. It's not, yeah, all right, cool. When I give you instruction, cool, yeah, no. In my school, you say, yes, sir. So I do tell people, look, when I give you instruction, just say, yes, sir, say thank you, stuff like that. Again, be respectful, okay? And then be humble. That's going to people who are trying other classes and they may have a weird reaction to being nervous to where they're a little more aggressive when they're nervous or they're a little more arrogant or they get this air of almost like I'm too cool to be here. And I know that that's just nerves. When people are nervous, they kind of act that way. It's how they shake off their nerves. Well, I don't really care. Like, it doesn't bother me or whatever. Don't have a whatever attitude because we're excited for you to be here. So we want to see that excitement in you as well. And we will be patient with you. And that takes me to that last one. So you need to be patient with yourself. Don't act as though this is something that you're just going to jump into and be great at. And then on the other side, don't jump into it and expect that you're going to suck all around. You're going to be like everyone else. You're not going to be good at it, okay? And you're not going to be great at it right off top. Just be patient. We're going to be patient with you. Hopefully you go to a place where they are patient with you. And if they are not, then you're in the wrong place, right? If they know it's your first day, they're going to be patient. They're going to take a little more time to explain things, right? So you have to take the time to listen and try to apply. Do the best you can and be okay with kind of sucking at it. You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and it's going to be uncomfortable. So just be okay with that. The mindset part of this is the biggest thing, right? You were scared when you wanted to try it, so you've been stalling, signing up and looking up for places. So you finally took the leap and you looked up a place, and now you decided to contact him. That was another step that took a lot of bravery on your part, especially if you're super nervous about it. Now you're here. So be here, be present, and be excited, but be ready to learn. And again, those are the 3 things I think that will help you so much is respect, humility, and patience. So from there, guys, just have fun. You finally did it. You finally came to a class. Don't get in your head so much that you're like, oh, I don't know, it's not for me. If you were excited to do it, man, you should be excited to do it. And what has to happen is you have to kind of fall in love with the process. But that can never even start or grow if you don't take the time to do it. And the only way you're going to do it is if you're excited to do it. So stay excited and be excited about the fact that you showed up. That's the biggest thing. Now, the only thing that I would say would kind of change that is vibes. The culture of the school, the vibes that you got. If it just doesn't fit your needs, you have to be real about that. It wasn't that the training itself was lackluster or uncomfortable. Just the way the instruction was given, maybe the vibe of the school, it's just not what you were looking for. Be realistic about those expectations. That's why it's okay to try a few places to see what really fits what you were looking for. Now in the beginning, understand, you don't really know what you're looking for because you have not trained before, but you do know how you thrive under instruction. So again, vibes, culture, make sure it fits what you're looking for in that area. And then that just makes the excitement of it even easier. Now, when it's all said and done after the class, if any other questions or concerns arise after class, be sure to talk to the instructor or the person that you were dealing with at the front desk. It's always good to kind of get those questions answered. I get a myriad of questions. I get questions about the techniques we covered. I get questions about the martial art as a whole. I get questions about class schedules. If it's membership stuff and all that stuff, then talk to the front desk person. Whatever questions you have at that point, make sure that's your opportunity to really get those answered. Any additional questions, again, that you might have after the free trial. I hope this is helpful, guys. This was a suggestion that was sent to me on one of my other videos. Somebody put it in the comments, and I'm always open to these suggestions. So I thought, you know what? This is not a bad idea. And so I decided to just throw a quick video together to kind of cover that stuff for anyone who was, again, curious about what they should do and nervous and all that, and just needed something to kind of walk them through it. And I hope it was helpful. If you're enjoying the content, please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.